Seeking reconciliation is a ray of hope in a world full of divisions and wars. In an effort to comprehend the complexities of reconciliation and promote healing in fractured societies, academics from all around the world are exploring its complex dynamics. Respect Djunga, a student from Bethel University, is one of the people engaged in this field. Mr. Djunga aims to unravel the complex mechanics of reconciliation at the individual, group, and social levels.
I looked up what the major was, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is like what I've been looking for when I first came to college. I initially came with the hope of somehow one day getting into social justice work, but in regard to HIV, because I was raised in South Africa, and it's a country that's very much plagued by that, and I wanted something to express my experiences and to give me language to talk about what I experienced, and reconciliation studies was that, and it was thanks to Dr. May that I ended up going to the major. Just the ability to learn the language to describe my experience, that has been such a blessing, and also to implement God inside of social justice work. During my time as a rec studies major, I've gotten to really explore what God means to me, because we don't just explore, this clean version of Christianity where everything is good. Like, we're going into the nitty-gritty of the world sucks and God has a part to play in this. What is God's part? And we're asked the very difficult questions, and I think just exploring those questions is something that I enjoy, and a lot of them have just led to more questions. Like, I can't say I have answers, but I've learned a lot. Yeah, so I think that's what drives me, just continuous learning.
He investigates the elements that help or delay reconciliation processes using empirical research and qualitative analysis through scholarly books.
By far, my favorite has been this book titled Pedagogy of the Oppressed. I know his name is Paulo, but I can't pronounce his last name, which is it's a shame. But he's a very, very smart and intelligent philosopher. And he found a way of kind of putting the current system of education on trial and saying that there's better alternatives. So his idea is that the current system of education that we are in is one that's based on objective knowledge, where here's a fact, teacher has that fact, teacher gives you that fact, and you as a student can only receive that fact, and that is all. I'm not doing it justice because it's a super complex topic that he talks about, but the way I'm understanding it, he's like, we can move away from that. We should move away from that when we teach about oppression and just like education in general. We can move to a place where we introduce a concept to students, and instead of just giving it as just this objective fact, we add subjectivity to it and combine objectivity and subjectivity as one. And now, by doing that, we're able to now explore the ideas of this concept I'm giving you, it has a history. So one thing I've gotten to appreciate about this book as we've read it is this idea of words have weight and meaning. A person can say, I'm looking for forgiveness. But it's forgiveness can mean so many different things to so many people because subjectivity is added. So to me, forgiveness can be something I use casually. It's oh, I did something bad, forgive me, and I'm expecting you to forgive me. But then from that person who has been wronged, forgiveness is this letting go off of the pain you're experiencing and choosing to love this person and move on from that hurt. That's a very difficult thing. And it's that's just one word, forgiveness, but it's so loaded. And that's how he's wanting for the education system to be transformed. Mm-hmm. Once again, this is super complex. I'm not doing it justice, but this is a small portion of what I've gotten to learn from this book.
His research emphasizes the significance of justice, empathy, and forgiveness in the process of reconciliation. He also looks at the value of communication, remembrance, and apology in healing conflicts and establishing lasting peace.
In reconciliation, you're calling the parties involved to come and acknowledge, hey, there is a problem here. And it needs to be acknowledged. Both sides are willing to, take this posture of, I see where I contribute to this issue, and I'm wanting to be a part of creating something better than what we're experiencing right now. So to me, that just seems like a really good alternative to just continuous, polarization and like hatred. It's like, let's unite and speak our hearts, speak about the things that we've experienced that have caused us hurt, and look for a way to build on that. Yeah.
Reconciliation studies are changing and have an impact on cultures all around the world. Academics provide essential insights for politicians, practitioners, and communities attempting to overcome divisions by shedding light on approaches to healing and understanding. By working together, they give hope for a future in which peace and harmony prevail and reconciliation paves the path for it.